Welcome back to Ozarks Live. Springfield Little Theater's production of School of Rock the Musical is coming up next weekend, and we are joined now by the director of the show, Clayton Avery. Clayton, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Okay, so School of Rock the Musical, obviously I'm assuming has to be based off the movie a little bit. So how would you say the theatrical production compares to the movie?
Sure. So my favorite thing with the musical is that we focus a lot more on the kids. You know, in the movie, it starred Jack Black, and in a movie, you're able to really tell the audience where to look with all the close-ups. So we get a lot of close-ups of Jack Black in the movie. In the show, we get a lot more of the students of Horace Green and their relationships with each other, their relationships with Dewey, their relationships with their parents, and I think that's what makes it different and better.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, you're directing the show. So what's been maybe your favorite part of directing the show?
Working with the incredible talent. So we have 2 live bands in the show. We've got the regular orchestra pit band underneath the stage, and then we've also got the live on-stage band made up of 4 kids and Dewey, and they all play live every night.
Very cool. Now, is that something like, are they performing throughout the entire show, or is it just like intermittent based off the plot or whatever?
Yeah, it's just based on the plot. Some songs they're not playing, some songs are just the ordinary orchestra. And then we have seen where they decide what everyone is going to be in the band. That becomes the first time we see everyone embracing their instruments.
I love that. How exciting. Now tell me this, obviously it's a musical. What can people expect from the music of this show?
Well, it's written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, which came as a surprise to me, writing a modern rock musical. But he really did a great job, and fans of the movie will be pleased to hear a lot of those songs that Jack Black kind of improvised throughout the movie. They return in the musical. And a lot of those iconic lines that everyone knows from the movie.
Interesting. Okay, now tell me this. What's something that may surprise audience goers that come see the show?
I think they'll be surprised that it's not just for the kids. It's for the adults, really. And fans of the movie, you know, I grew up, I was 13 when the movie came out, so I was about the age of the kids in the movie. And so it's really cool to come around and experience it from the other side like this.
Now, okay, so with this being a heavy kids casted show, I'm curious, as director, do you feel like you've seen growth within these performers? And if so, what does that growth look like?
Oh, absolutely. It's really cool working on this show because it's all about this seemingly nobody that seems lazy to everyone and has no purpose, and then he changes all of these kids' lives through the power of music. And it feels like we're kind of doing that through the rehearsal process. A lot of the kids were very much beginners on their instruments when we started, and they've really come so far throughout the process, and I have full faith they'll be lifelong musicians.
Okay, now speaking of the process a little bit, so what does the timeline of this show look like? Like, when did you guys start prepping for it, and how long did it take for these kids to learn these instruments a little bit better?
Right, so a typical rehearsal process for a full musical at Springfield Little Theater is about 8 weeks. We opted to add 2 weeks for a total of 10 weeks so that we could have some extra time focusing on just the instruments. So we started about the first week of August is when it all started coming together.
Okay, now besides maybe the kids featured in this show, tell me one thing the audiences are maybe gonna love most about this show.
The rock concert at the end, you know, everyone, that's what the whole show is building up to, the big battle of the bands at the end, and it will be, your faces will be melted.
I love that. All right, now tell me, if people want ticket information or more information online, how can they do that?
Yeah, the best way to get tickets is to go online. You can actually view the seat map and choose the seats that you prefer. That's Springfield Little Theater with an R-E ending, not ER.org. Or you can call the box office at 417-869-1334.
All right, and then last thing, tell me when the dates of the show are.
Yeah, so we open next Friday, October 14th. It's a 2-week run, and we close Sunday, October 23rd.
All right, Clayton, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun.